How's it and aloha. This is Kanaka Cam. You on Akaku. You'll find me on Kanaka Cam YouTube.
Oh, hey, Mo. Oh, hi. What's his name again? Look at my name tag. Yeah. I'm Brendan. I'm Brandon. I'm Brendan. I hate when people say Brendan.
Is that the beginning got the disco guy?
Yeah. What? So do I. Brendan. I hate when people call me Brendan. Brand. People call me Byron. It's Brandon. It's Brendan. It's I hate when people say Brandon.
You got some of your water back?
Moron. People say Brandon or Brendan. Brendan. I hate when people say Brandon.
That's not the subject.
Brendan, my dude. They sound dumb. They're like
Subject matter.
People call me Larry. You should be happy if people have been calling you LeBron. LeBron James. My friends call me LeBron James. LeBron. Because color water.
Okay, guys.
Lauren. Lauren does not sound like LeBron. My name doesn't sound like any sport.
You can find them. You can find them in the stores around.
Last name 5.
No, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're very light, so you can put them in a carry-on bag and take a stash back.
Wait, how tall are you? I'm 5'3". You're 5'3"? No way, you're 5'3". I'm 5'1". I'm 5'2". I'm taller than you. Yeah, see, it does make sense. So 5'1", 5'2", 5'3".
All right, guys. Hey, listen up. We're about to start over here.
Yeah, 5'1", 5'2".
Find your grandparents. Find your grandparents.
I'm taller than you.
Okay.
Where did I lose that? Hi, Beth.
Anyway. The reason why we're in existence is because of this plant. The taro. Of all the cultures in the world, we're the only people that believe we originated from this plant. You Howleys have a term, you guys call it mythology. For us, it's not mythology, it's real. Because when the last plant is gone, so are we. And look at me. You know, I've been watered down so much. I've got Irish, Scotch, Cherokee Indian, Chinese, Hawaiian. I mean, I'm watered down. My ancestors weren't watered down. So this plant here meant very much to them. This plant here means very much to me. Andrew just asked me, well, how's that situation now? There's a big landmark water decision. Now they're putting more water in the streams. Well, that's not even the subject matter. The subject matter is not water in the streams. If you read the water code tells you that taro has the first call to water. Taro. Not golf courses, not development, not plea bargaining, not anything like that, but taro has the first call to water. Now you guys might think this guy's crazy. Jeez, it's over. The hotels, the golf courses, the economy, you know. Let me tell you, if we utilize that land that HCNS got rid of, the sugar company that finally got out of operation, if we use that land properly, back in the early 90s, I was the president of the West Maui Molokai Taro Farmers Association. I was confronted by people from Gerber, Heinz, Asian people from LA, and they were willing to take as much taro as we could produce. 1,000 bags a week, more, each company. Never got into it because we couldn't get enough water. So the subject matter is not water in the stream, water for the taro. If your taro patches have water, that infrastructure, the way the Hawaiians did it, that infrastructure, that water in these terraces here would go back in the stream. And you will have life in the stream. So for us in this valley, because the water still flows from mountain to ocean, the life cycle still exists. The living things here are still here. They go up, spawn, come back down, go back up. It's a cycle. It still happens here. One of the few valleys where it still happens. Now there's more water in all the streams, so it's happening elsewhere. The point I'm making is that not enough people are planting. It takes W-O-R-K. That's too much work, too much effort. Look at all your farmers in the mainland. The same thing. You know, the old timers, they worked hard. Now the young guys, they want to sit behind their desk, get on the computers and pound out their profits, you know. We're losing reality to life. We need to get back to that.
That was grown from seed?
This is grown from a slip. In other words,
like a bulb.
yeah, I'll create the slip right now. And see where I clip it off just before this here. It joins. This one's
So it really is
a normal.
man.
Yeah.
Not, it doesn't self.
So what I'll do now, I'll leave the small leaf. When it's nice, of course, it's not kind of working now. Leave it like this and all your eyes will come out. So you don't add a lot of water in the pond as soon as you put it in. As it grows, third, fourth leaf, then you add more water to it. Now this plant here, depending on the variety, we have over 300 varieties of this plant. So many different colors, shapes, textures, maturities. Some it takes 8 months, some it takes, you can leave it in for 2 years. It just depends on the growing conditions. These early farmers naturally cross-pollinated and created so many varieties. Now in creating the varieties, they had to get the right variety for the right locale based on the analysis of the soil and the growing conditions. They mastered that. They mastered that. Not enough credit is given to that early farmer. Observation, experimentation, they had it. We just have a different view of looking at it, you know, the scientific explanation here versus the native heathen, the brown-skinned native heathen who did an amazing job. Huh? It's pretty trippy. I come from both sides. I don't sugarcoat anything. No, I'm serious about this. And the reason why I don't sugarcoat it is because I come from both sides of the spectrum. You know, I come from a prominent family here that, well, my great-grand uncle was a judge advocate against the queen. And on my other side, we were high priests to the temples here. So I got both sides of the spectrum. And I got to delve into the history through my great-grand uncle, who later had a problem with, I guess, his conscience. And later on tried to help the queen get back her. He said that time.
You want the fire?
Yeah. Over here, you can make them as big as you want. Nobody cares.
No, in California it's burning down.
Oh, California, please. Whoa, yeah. I mean, it's not even, you can get a water hose and think you're going to help, and it isn't going to help because it's just, yeah. I understand what you're saying. This is fine. So when we look at the whole spectrum of what's going on here, it's sad. Come back in 10 years. See what Maui's like. Because at the rate it's going now, the development, it's just insane. Everybody's just rubber stamping the developments now, and it's just, there's no good planning. It's all about the money. It's all about you people coming here and spending your money here. You know, it's not about making sure that we have quality things so that you people want to come back again for the quality things. Yeah.
Do you have any tourism that is more eco-friendly? Eco-tourism? No. Okay,
Depends
not
on,
yet.
yeah, it depends on who's interpreting it.
Yeah.
You know, we have people that come here from the mainland that say that we're going to create an ecotourism company. Well, what is that? According to what you feel the culture is.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Well, here it's not sugar-coated. You guys are going to get down and dirty. What we call laulima. You folks are all going to come together, get in here, take care of this patch. Build up the bank over there. Beautiful. You're going to be dirty, you're going to be muddy, and then you're going to go in the stream and whoa, refresh yourself. Simple stuff, you know. You don't need a golden arches to refresh yourself. You know? You can do it right there in the river, yeah, naturally. And that's what I want. And I want to see that grandparent, grandson working together. My grandson's here. I'm so happy. My niece is here. Yes, love it. I have 2 more coming. You know, can you imagine when I have them all here? It's good because we can keep them for the day and say, okay, go home. Come back again. All good. So anyway, hemayo kamaayo kalipa. Hemo means take off your shoes and your slippers. We're going to get in here.
You can't wear it.
Yeah, it's going to stick, huh?
You can wear it in, but it won't come out.
You're not gonna. You're not gonna want to.
No, what's going to happen is when you're going to take off that and go in the mud. I don't want to see you doing this now. I don't want you to get in there and start dancing the hula, okay?
Should I just leave my shoes?
Yeah.
So get ready.
No, I'm going to Cannonball.
Take your name tags off.
No, I can't.
Otherwise you'll dip them in the
Hayden, where's your boarding pass? Take this, he said take it off.
Sounds like Kahakuloa in a rockin'
Very nice.
And your size wrong. Turn to right. What's that? He says, away on the inside. Away on the
People like someone like me. Okay, I'm ready.
Brandon, we're working together. I know, we're right here. You want
don't be shy. Did you know the moment that okay my eye? To the left and to the right. Go home. You can do it. With your hands on your hips.
Yeah, anywhere on the side. Everything, everything you take everything in this whole patch will be only mud.
360 no scope. 360 no scope.
Now guys, watch out.
Come on,
another Halloween song from way back when in the 1920s. I love this song because I love the message. Here we go again. Smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring out the rain, so stop your sighing. I was kidnapped as a child. Be happy again, keep on smiling, because when you're smiling,
But in a way, it's a blessing.
the whole world smiles with you. When you're smiling,
Yes, I was in Vietnam too.
you're
In rice
smiling,
paddies.
the whole world smiles.
He's right there. The whole world.
When you're laughing,
It goes all the way to the valley.
the sun comes shining through.
Yeah,
But when you're crying,
yeah, it
you
goes
bring
all
up
the
the
way
rain,
in
so
about
stop your
another
sighing.
15.
Be happy again, oh, keep on smiling.
That's how much people had.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles. The whole world smiles. The whole world smiles with you.
You can actually get into this patch down here.
Not there, not there.
There's still more fairy. Shane, one time.
So you gotta weed this whole thing?
Goes walking and when she passes each door, she passes goes on. When she walks, she's like a samba, sings so cool and swears so gentle. When she passes each one, she passes goes on. But I watch her so sadly. And I tell her all yes, I would give my heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. As I turn and young and lovely, nobody but me goes walking. When she passes, I smile, but she doesn't see. No, she doesn't see. No, she doesn't see. Take it away. they say. Oh Mia, oh Maya, you really should try a little piece of the princess Popo's papaya. The princess Populi let Julia ruin me to pass on papayas each day. But all of the neighbors they say she may give you the fruit, but she hangs on to the root, and so she has the fruit and the root to be. One bright Sunday afternoon, it was field day in the papaya grove, but I reached the gate an hour too late. The customers were lined up in droves. So let this be a warning, go early in the morning, and it is true you'll never rue the day. The princess Pupuli has plenty papaya, she loves to give it away. Tell me, tell me. Princess Pupuli has plenty papaya, she loves to give it away. And all of the neighbors they say, oh Mia, oh Maya, you really should try a little piece of the princess Pupuli's papaya. Zaz, 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 zaz. The princess Pupuli, like Julia, to pass out papayas each day. But all of the neighbors they say she may give you the fruit, but she hangs on to the root, and so she has the fruit and the root to be. One bright Sunday afternoon, it was food day in her papaya grove, but I reached the gate an hour too late. The customers were lined up in droves. So let this be a warning, go early in the morning, and it is true you'll never rue that day. The princess Pupuli has plenty papaya, she loves to give it away. I mean papaya, she loves to give it away. I mean papaya, she loves to give it away.
Stop it. I think your hose is
When my rhythm starts playing, that we're not being, make me sweat like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, swaying more like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with me. Oh, when we dance and have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me sweeter, sway me now. When my rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me swim like the lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me over like a flower bending in the breeze. Sway with me, when we dance you have a way with me. Sway with you, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me feel as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. sway me down.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep the right forward. Are we going forward? Okay, this is the classic picture with okay, Emmett. Okay, take this situation.
I had to go.
Usually they get
Sweet, 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 sweet someone. Whatever you may be.
That's how.
Sweet, 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 sweet someone. You suit me to a T. Although you pay no attention. Sweet, 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 sweet someone. Whoever you may be. Sweet, 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 sweet someone. You suit me to a T. Although you pay no attention to me at all. And needless to mention, I had to go. I wonder who's keeping us apart. Don't blunder and give away your heart until you whisper I love you, and then I'll know that sweet, 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 sweet someone that you belong to me, that you belong to me. The higher the mountain, the cooler the breeze, the younger the couple, the harder the squeeze. Ooh, 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 tumba, tumba, ding, dong, a belly love, the razzle dazzle. La 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 la. I took my gal for a buggy ride. The moon up above was shining so bright. I pulled down the shade and tried to take the frame. No dicey. La 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 la. Fort Street, Maka, Macaulay, Mackay. Too many signs, Maka, be a Maka. You can have my car, but as for me, I holo on the HRT. La 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 la. I went downtown to buy me a car. I gave the man the money. He gave me the car. I stepped on the gas. Whole tires flat. Leana Ika sabotage. La 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 la. E-N-D, my song is ended. P-A-U, my song is found. cheek and roll along. La 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 la. USCD, suckers every day, 50 cents an hour, stops a day. USCD, suckers every day, they make you whistle for your money. La 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 la.
Oops, sorry. Don't want to get in your way.
That I knew I needed you so. And if I had the chance, I'd never let you go. So won't you say you love me? I'll make you so proud of me. We'll make them turn their heads every place we go. So won't you be my baby, my one and only baby, be my baby. Now, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll make you happy, baby. Just wait and see. For every kiss you give me, I'll give you 3. Well, since the day I saw you, I have been waiting for you. You know I will adore you until eternity. So won't you be my baby, my one and only baby, be my baby. The night we met, I knew I needed you so. And if I had the chance, I'd never let you go. So won't you say you love me? I'll make you so proud of me. We'll make them turn their heads every place we go. So won't you be my baby, my one and only baby, be my baby. I'll make you happy, baby. Just wait and see. For every kiss you give me, I'll give you 3. Oh, since the day I saw you, I have been waiting for you. You know I will adore you until eternity. So won't you be my baby, my one and only baby, be my baby. Now, whoa, 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 whoa. No, so won't you be my baby, my one and only baby, be my baby. Now, whoa, whoa, whoa. I like that. I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost one minute of sleep, worried about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, while Mary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I'll take a lot of plays in Memphis, pumped a lot of pain in New Orleans.
Yeah, I gotta jump on a head. Get access to the shower again. I like to see Hawaiian Airlines greet me at the gate.
We need a special seat for you.
Yeah. Underneath the plane.
Rolling on the river. If you go down to the river, if you're gonna find some people there, you don't have to worry, cause you have no money. People on the river are happy to give. If we keep on turning, our brother keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. Come on, baby, now. Come and work it on now. You know you look so good. You know you got me going down. Just like I knew you would.
The hard way to make a living.
We don't have this kind of help. You're the Lone Ranger. Back in the 15th century, you had 1,000 people.
Wow.
You had 300 people creating a carousel. I mean, it took work. So what you see, the taro patches you in here are 2,000 years old. They're that old. So we can appreciate what our ancestors put in. And here you guys are, clearing and getting ready for another plant. So.
Walking past your house, late last night, the shades were overdrawn, way downtown, and from in the daylight two silhouettes on the shade, oh what a lovely put his arms around your waist, held you tight, kisses I could almost taste. Wonder why I locked the door. Whose silhouettes on the shade I couldn't hide. The shades in my eyes. Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Lost control and made me down. I was so happy in the house of Eve. Down your door went two strangers who had been. Two silhouettes on the shade said to my shop, you're on the wrong block. Rushed down to your house with wings on my feet. Love you like I never loved you, my sweet. Vowed that you and I would be two silhouettes on the shade.